So I've never been a fan of Fall Out Boy. I remember they had a song a few years ago called Dance Dance. There was also this slight controversy. Dance Dance was not nominated for a Grammy, while Fall Out Boy was nominated for a Best Artist Grammy. That was just about it. However, I was listening to Ryan Seacrest on the radio here in LA, and he debuted the new Fall Out Boy song, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, parentheses, Light 'Em Up. And I actually got chills just driving down the 405. It's this kind of pop rock song. Kind of reminded me of Maroon 5's Harder to Breathe, and also kind of the first time I heard Harder to Breathe, because it actually starts beat, 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 careful what you wish for, and we'll get into the lyrics in a moment. But it reminded me of that song, and we'll talk a little bit more about Maroon 5 a little bit later. So overall, the song is really, really sweet. It's super good. And here's why. We're going to break down the song. Songs have different elements, of course. We've got the chorus, we've got the lyrics, we've got the bridge, and we've got the production. So first off, the production is excellent, as expected. It really moved me. I've listened to it on my computer, I've listened to it in the car. I have to say, when I heard it in the car, I was a little bit more moved than when I heard it on the computer, probably because my tinny speakers on my MacBook don't really capture the bass, and it just didn't really get that full round sound that I get driving a Volvo SUV. The first lyrics basically say, be careful what you wish for, you know, sometimes things might come true, the devil's in the details here, and I've got a lot inside of me and I'm ready to ignite. The second lyrical component backtracks and says, writers keep on writing, the tides keep on turning, however, my past, my history is actually kind of predestined me for this new sort of greatness, and just get ready for this fire to start yet again. Okay? So I have to sum up the song as a sort of post-modal existential realization, meaning it's post the mode, so post Dance Dance, existential, facing your existence as an artist in this case, and then of course the realization is a realization. The chorus is, my songs know what you did in the dark, so light 'em up, 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 light 'em up. But then there's this awesome rock component, and I haven't heard a vocalization like this in a long time on a pop station. It goes, I'm on fire! I'm like 2 octaves lower. It's awesome, and that really gave me chills, and I just wanted to hear that part over and over again. And it kind of makes sense because I think their album is going to be called Save Rock and Roll. The only qualm I have, though, is it's still kind of a pop song with a little bit of rock in it, so it's not like really rock and roll. It's kind of crossover. I'm still happy with the song. Let's dive into one more discussion. So, Fall Out Boy decided to debut the song with a teaser video, but it's a teaser video. I say it's a teaser video because it's not the music video. If you were thinking that, I actually have information that reveals that it's not. I'm an actor in LA, and there's something called LA Casting, which is where auditions are posted, breakdowns for characters so you can submit to audition for a role. Apparently there's going to be a music video directed by Alan Ferguson, who directed me in a music video called Part of Me that was a Chris Cornell song produced by Timbaland. I played a bartender and dancer and was in a scene with Method Man. So Alan Ferguson's going to be directing this video, and they were casting like some male models and like some dancers or whatnot, and apparently it takes place in some Hollywood mansion, and there's some sort of weird deviancies going on, and people are cat people. It's kind of weird, but I think it will be interesting. The treatment kind of reminded me of that song by Justin Timberlake, What Goes Around Comes Around, which also takes place in this kind of weird mansion, all this weird stuff is going on. And then thematically, I think those two kind of have a very similar theme, the idea that what goes around comes around. So for Fall Out Boy, it's like, hey, we're facing our past, because in the teaser video, you've got 2 Chainz and then 2 other models throwing all this Fall Out Boy accoutrement, old records and guitars into this fire pit, and then you've got the Fall Out Boys trapped in this van with bags over their heads, so it's kind of like the death of like the old Fall Out Boy. And so that is sort of the what goes around comes around, the sort of, yeah, everything happened, we're gonna burn all that, and we're gonna start over and fly like the Phoenix. Good for them. So, in other words, I think that the teaser video is a little bit literal, but it gets the point across. Similar to the video E.T. Extraterrestrial by Katy Perry, I think it's a little literal because she is playing an extraterrestrial. Okay, there's a hummingbird, and it's actually kind of amazing. But anyway, E.T. Extraterrestrial was a little bit literal for me, but it was still a beautiful video, and like I said, the teaser does do its job of announcing Fall Out Boy is back, and there will be a music video if all goes according to plan. So I think that's going to be the case. So this is kind of like the exclusive if you're not in LA and not an actor who gets these submissions. So we've talked about the lyrics, which I think are really great and relevant to the band, and also to their histories. You know, Pete Wentz, he had the divorce, etc., etc. So who knows what happened in the dark. Then we've got the chorus, which is cool. We've got the production, which is super. Then the bridge. The bridge. So the bridge is the part of the song after the chorus, stanza, chorus, stanza. You gotta have your bridge to get you to the final chorus so you can finish the song. The bridge in My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, Light 'Em Up is good. Now, I said I was going to mention Maroon 5 once again. So there's this song by Maroon 5 called Payphone, really popular song. It was one of the first recent songs to get me worried about the bridge because there were two versions. There's one version that had Wiz Khalifa that was fine, and then there was another version that was the alternate bridge, probably for stations that didn't really want to hear a rapper on that. That version was kind of lazy. I just really didn't like it. It didn't really go anywhere. So now I kind of focus in on bridges these days. The bridge in this song is kind of like the bridge in Rihanna's Diamonds. It doesn't really try too hard, it just repeats the really catchy line, which is my songs know what you did in the dark, my songs know what you did in the dark, so light 'em up. So that's kind of how it works, kind of similar to Rihanna's shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, so shine bright. And that's nice, having that nice little short bridge, it can work. And if the energy is right, it's successful. So in other words, all the components to the song ended up adding up to a really great piece that, like I said, gave me chills. The lyrics, the chorus, the bridge, the production, even the teaser video that was a little bit literal. My only reservation was that it is kind of a pop song meets a rock song, and the album's called Save Rock and Roll. So if saving rock and roll is by mixing it with pop, I'm open to it. So good job, Fall Out Boy musicians, for recalibrating things and coming out with a piece that I think is interesting and fun to listen to, and I look forward to the video that I hope will be awesome, directed by Alan Ferguson. That's my review of the song. I'm Casey Ford Alexander. Talk soon. Bye-bye.